This M-11, you heard me? True M-11, you did? Man, seems like it's been a long weekend, man. I had to get back and catch up on a lot of things, man. They got the Kendrick Drake beef going on right now, you heard me? I've been listening, staying locked on that. And you know they got a lot of people in New Orleans, they taking Drake's side because, you know, the affiliation with Cash Money, you feel me? And Lil Wayne, you feel me? But I gotta keep it real, man. Look, and Kendrick doing this thing right now. You gotta listen to the lyrics, man. Let the song marinate. Listen to the lyrics. I'm old school, man. I like to hear lyrics. And Kendrick killing them right now, you feel me? But y'all let me know who y'all think won. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in down in the comments and let me know. But I also know I missed something else, man. I missed T, aka Gangsta, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was trying to get in my head right quick and trying to bring up old memories on something that, you know, I kind of forgot about that, you feel me? But I remember that day, you know what I'm saying? So he want to know what I was thinking that day. This is my confessions, you heard me? This how I look at it. That day, we got to go back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a partner that got robbed, you know, from somebody named Gangsta, right? So I also was in the Calio, you know what I'm saying? So in the Calio, you got people talking about him in the Calio. You got people in the Melf. I'm running in the Melf. I got people talking about this dude Gangsta. So I'm like, who is this character Gangsta, man? Like, how I never ran into him, you feel me? So it's in my head, in the back of my head, but it was my main priority. I was in the project. I was back there to make some money, you dig? So I had money on my mind at the time, you feel me? But I remember walking side by side with you. I remember everything that happened with that. But the backstory to all that, dudes always came from out the projects, and they always looked at my neighborhood as like a come up, you know what I'm saying? Like the little dudes, you know, they looked at them as being rich kids or something, but we was just as struggling just like they was struggling, you feel me? We right down the street from them. But they was a rob a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying? So people always wonder why I never got robbed. It's because my affiliation with the Calio, the Magnolia, the Melf, you know, I went to Durham, I went to Booker T, I went to St. Monica's, that's right across the street from the Calio, so that's why I was so cool with all the Calio dudes. The Magnolia is just like our affiliation. Like the Magnolia is close to us. The Calio close to streets like the Urgent Wall and, you know, Zion City. And the Melf, like, you know, Saratoga, Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Everything around there, that's like an affiliation. But yeah, I remember that day, man. But just to go back, man, I don't think you even remember this. If you want to go back to the football days, I remember one time we almost had a fight after a game, you know what I'm saying? Because we just had tension. We did have tension, dog. And about you blocking, man. You ain't like to block for nobody, bro. So me and you fell out one time. We was arguing in the back of a truck. If you know something about us at Taylor Park, we used to ride in the back of a truck. Like we ain't had no bus, we ain't had no budget, you know what I'm saying? We was a poor, you know, Nord team, you feel me? Taylor Park, you hear me? So we used to get a dude just to give us a ride in the back of his pickup truck. So we used to have like 11 players, cause we, you know, we ain't have more than like 11 or 12 players. And we played offense and defense. So I played wide receiver, and defense, I played defensive end. And we used to sit on our helmets in the back of the truck. You know what I'm saying? And one day you really ticked me off one day. You pissed me off about something. And we was about to fight. So when I stood up in the truck, we both trying to reach each other, but we can't really reach because you got a few people in front of you. I got people in front of me. But we trying to, while the truck moving, we trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? So we not thinking that we would have killed, you know, we would have killed everybody because the back hatch on the truck would have popped down and, man, it would have been a whole disaster, you heard me? But we ended up not fighting, you know what I'm saying? So, you know how it is with you, but I still was a better athlete. You already know that. I scored my touchdowns, you scored your touchdowns. But like I said, man, just growing up in that neighborhood, man, it was, you know, it was what it was, man. Uptown, you know, you got to be blessed to even make it through that. You know what I'm saying? Because we went through a lot growing up around there. And FYI, don't ever make that hyena sound again, dog. Like, you making your own sound effects, bro. You can just do this, dog. Just edit that shit in there And, you know, I'll teach you that one day, you know what I mean? But, yeah, but don't make that sound no more, dog. But, like I say, man, you know, the way it was in the project, man, like, I knew what I was up against, you know what I'm saying? I had my own, you know, mind sense on what was going on around me and my surroundings, you know what I'm saying? So how I get back there is like, you know, I used to chill in chicks' houses. Like, I never was just hanging on the block like that. I might sell, you know, I might sell 20 rocks and leave and go to 3rd Street. Go to 3rd Street, go to the Calio. Leave from the Calio, go to the Melf, you know what I'm saying? Might go, you know, somewhere around Josephine, you know what I'm saying? I was that type of person, so I was kind of good everywhere I went at. So, you know, not many people was fortunate to be like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of hustler I was. But and you asked me, you know, you want to know what's on my mind that day, you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you what was on my mind that day. I had talks with people, you know what I'm saying? People was talking about putting money on your head. They was talking all kind of shit. Like, you was really doing some chaotic shit, you know what I'm saying? But what was going through my head at the time when they said your name and you said that was me, you know what I'm saying? What went through my head was like, I can't believe it's a partner I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that if somebody would have chose me to be or asked me to do something, I couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I had too much history with you, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't see us beefing like that. I couldn't see myself doing something like that. So what went through my head was, you know, more of a surprise. Like, man, this my people that they talk gang. You talking about T? You know what I'm saying? Doing all this, you know, all this rampage and doing all this to these people. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like surprised about it. And what went through my head was like, let me get the fuck from around this nigga. Because this nigga hot as a motherfucker. Because you was hot as a 6-shooter around that time. You heard me? And I'm talking to you, but at the same time, man, I didn't know when something was gonna pop up on you, man. That's how bad it was for you at that time. You feel me? And you know, I was just playing it. You know, I never played no sides when it came down to that. So you never had to worry about me talking to somebody else and going back and running them. Man, I just saw Gangsta. I wasn't that type of nigga. So I never played sides, and that's what kept me alive. You know, in that project, that's what kept me alive in the Calio. That's what kept me alive in the Melf. Because I never mentioned other people from other projects or other hoods. You see what I'm saying? So I was all around solid. If I talk to this person, I'm talking to him about whatever going on with him. You know what I'm saying? I never talked about, oh man, I just left the Magnolia. Nah, I wasn't that type of dude. So them type of dudes never live long. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I just stayed solid, you heard me? And, you know, like I said, man, I'm going to come back and give you another story, you heard me? And that's my true story, you feel me? Peace.